Today's video, we're going to learn the right way to get into a split, the stretches in the warm-up poses that will help ease and get your way into a full split. So without further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone, so let's get started with the splits class. We'll start with setting both feet straight forward, like so, and then bringing the right knee to the chest, and then sending it out to the right side, sitting up tall, take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, walking over that extended left foot, actively pointing those big toes to your face, leading with the chest, rolling the shoulders up and back, getting a nice stretch on the back of the left knee here. Janushirasana A as we inhale to lengthen, and as we exhale, bringing the chest to the thigh. We'll be here for 5 to 6 breaths, really getting that long inhales here. This is the part we are stretching as we get into a full split. Inhale as we walk the hands back, send the right leg forward, sending the left knee in close to the chest this time, rolling it over to the side. As you inhale, sitting up tall. As you exhale, sending the chest forward, walking the hands forward for Janushirasana A. Deep inhales as you find length in the torso. In deep exhales as you find the chest to the thigh. Feeling that nice stretch on the back of the knee. Two more breaths here. Inhale as you walk the hands back, sitting up tall again, and this time making our way into a downward facing dog. So from here, coming into a plank, the wrists are right below the shoulders, and then sending the hips up and back into your down dog. Once you're in your down dog, pedaling through the feet, so stretching that right foot out, right leg out, bending the left knee. You should feel a nice stretch in the calf, stretching it right back, bending the right knee, left leg is stretched out, left leg is getting a nice stretch at the back of the calf, back of the knee. Coming back to a neutral down dog this time, lifting that right leg up to the sky and then stepping it outside that right hand. So coming into this wide runner's lunge, we need to squeeze that back leg further back, and then moving back and forth as we release those hip flexors. Maybe you can push that right knee over to the side if it feels okay on your hips. Depending on your flexibility and where your body is feeling this morning, you may be able to go further. You may be able to maybe pause here today and enjoy the pose as it is today, and then work on it tomorrow. If you're feeling a little more adventurous, maybe bringing the forearms down and getting a little bit more of that stretch on the hips. Could even try bringing one forearm down and then the other. From here, coming back into the runner's lunge, sending that foot up to the sky, and this time stepping it out into a wide lunge. So right knee is at a 90 degree here. As you inhale, sending both hands up to the sky, Holding this pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here, bring the left knee down and then sending the hips back as you stretch the right leg, pointing those big toes to the face, sending the chest forward. We're in a half split now. So it took me a while to stay in this pose, really get accessibility before I was able to move into a full split. So if this is where you are today, hold this pose longer, actively engage those big toes, get that nice stretch in the right leg, and keep practicing if this is where you are at today. A modification of this pose would be just sit further back. If your knee feels okay doing that, that is. And then actively still pointing those big toes and getting that nice hamstring, nice knee stretch. Back of the knee stretch. From here, if you feel ready, if you want to give it a shot, sometimes what helps, and I don't have 2 blocks handy, is to have 2 blocks by either side as we whittle our front foot forward. It also helped me sometimes to have a sock, which helped to kind of wiggle my way into a split. If you have blocks, bringing them by the side, enjoying this pose for 5 to 7 breaths. Making sure the hips are squared forward. From here, release, let it go until we move to the next side. So for the next side, again, making our way into our downward facing dog. Plank, hips up and back. Left leg lifts up to the sky, ceiling this time. Stepping it outside that left hand. Wide runners pose or lunge as we move the hips back and forth, releasing those hip flexors. Staying here if this is your edge today, or bringing both forearms down. Other modification is to send that left knee out to the side, getting a different sort of hip stretch here. Holding this for another 5 to 7 breaths. If you did only one forearm on the other side, doing the same thing here. Or if you did the other one, doing the same thing here. From here, making our way into the down dog again. And this time stepping that left leg through, coming into a lunge. Crescent lunge, holding this pose for 5 breaths as you inhale, lifting both hands up to the sky. Left knee is bent for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing that right knee down. Maybe you can set the top of the right foot down as well. And then making our way into a half split. So, like I said so before, it takes a long time to transition from here to the full split, depending on your flexibility, where you are at in your practice. But stay patient, actively point those big toes to your face, sending the chest forward. And if this is where you are today, that's totally fine. Keep practicing this flow, keep doing these stretches, and you are getting into a full split in like no time. The other option here was, if your knees feel okay, just scooch back Still pointing those big toes. Reaching the hands forward. And from here, if you feel okay, like I said, it always helped me to have, when I was practicing in the beginning, to wear socks on the feet that is especially scooching forward. That helped give a little bit of leverage. But otherwise, finding your way into a split. Enjoy this pose. Keep practicing the same drills, doing it on both sides. Squatting the hips forward. Still pointing those toes if it's possible. And that's your split drill for today. You can also, another stretch that I found helpful was to do a Paschimottanasana, which is kind of like a modified version we did in the beginning of the class, sending both feet forward as you inhale, stretching up, and as you exhale, leading with the chest, sending the chest forward, gaze is forward, pointing those big toes. It's an additional stretch to start with. But otherwise, good luck with your split practice, and hope you would do these drills and warm up sufficiently. So if you think you need another 10-15 breaths in the first asana, the Janu Shirshasana that we did, feel free to do so. Everybody's body is different. Some people need longer stretches, some people need shorter stretches. So do what works best for you. If you think your body is not warmed up enough, do not move to the next pose. Stay there long enough to feel it. Do not push your body way too much. If you are not able to extend further forward, stay here. Feel the stretch. Feel how your body is doing today. Especially if you went for a run or something, sometimes it's way more tighter to get that stretch forward. It's not that easy to just come in, just feel the chest to the thigh. That is not as important as you being able to stretch the back of your knees and your legs as much as you can go today. So good luck with that until we see in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, would you mind subscribing and liking this video?